A day at the zoo. It was a bright and sunny morning. Ms. Lily's class was on a special trip to the zoo. The yellow school bus pulled up in front of the large zoo entrance. Excited chatter filled the air. "I can't wait to see the lions," Leo exclaimed. "I've always wanted to see a real lion. Are they as fierce as they look?" "I brought my animal notebook," said Maya, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "There's a cool fact about every animal in there." As the students filed out of the bus, Ms. Lily gathered them into a circle. "Remember," she said with a smile, "we're going to be zoo ambassadors today. It means we're going to observe the animals and learn about them, but we won't feed them or try to touch them. You ready to explore?" "Yes, ma'am," the students replied in unison. And with that, their exciting adventure began. First stop, the lions. The roar of a lion is one of the most impressive sounds in nature. As the class approached the enclosure, they heard a deep rumble that sent shivers down their spines. Standing proudly on a rock inside the enclosure was a majestic lion. Its thick, luscious mane framed its powerful head, and its muscular body rippled as it moved with a quiet grace that belied its strength. The students stood mesmerized, taking in the sight of this magnificent creature. "Lions are big cats," Ms. Lily explained, her voice hushed with awe. "They're known as the kings of the jungle. Can you hear how loud it roars?" "That's awesome," Leo whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. "They live in groups called prides," Ms. Lily continued, "and those prides can have up to 30 members. The male lions are known for their loud roars, which can echo across the savannah for miles. It's a way for them to communicate and establish their dominance over their territory." Ms. Lily pointed out the lion's distinctive features: its sharp claws and teeth, its keen eyesight, and its incredible agility. She also shared fascinating facts about their hunting prowess and their social behavior. The students listened intently, hanging on every word as they learned about these magnificent creatures. "Look closely," Miss Lily said softly. "That big one is the male. See his mane? It's bigger than the female lions, and he uses it to protect himself when he fights other males." The students nodded, their faces illuminated by the wonder of discovery. For the next few moments, they stood in silence, observing the lion as it bathed itself, revealing its playful side as it swatted playfully at a nearby rock. Next, they visited the elephants. Elephants are known for their intelligence, their strength, and their complex social interactions. The students watched in awe as the elephants trumpeted and splashed water with their trunks. "Wow," Ava breathed, her eyes wide with amazement. "They're so huge. How do they fit in their enclosures?" "Elephants are the largest land animals on Earth," Ms. Lily explained, her voice filled with admiration. "Can you believe that an elephant's trunk can lift up to 350 pounds? "That's heavier than me," Leo said with a mix of awe and disbelief. "Indeed," Ms. Lily replied with a smile. "An elephant's trunk is one of the most remarkable features. They use their trunks to eat, drink, breathe, communicate, and even express their emotions. Did you know that each elephant's trunk is unique, just like our fingerprints?" The students shook their heads, captivated by the sheer power and grace of these gentle giants. They watched as the elephants used their tusks to strip bark off trees, revealing their intelligence and resourcefulness. "My grandpa always says," Maya said, pulling out her animal notebook, "elephants never forget," so she wrote down. Ms. Lily nodded, acknowledging Maya's grandfather's famous adage. "Indeed," she said, "elephants have exceptional memories and are highly intelligent animals. They can recognize themselves in the mirror, which indicates a high level of self-awareness. And they have the ability to empathize with others and display remarkable problem-solving skills." As the students stood there observing the elephants, they realized that they were witnessing not just animals, but highly evolved, emotionally complex beings that deserved their respect and admiration. Then came the giraffes. Towering above the other animals in the zoo, the giraffes were a sight to behold. Their long necks stretching towards the sky, reaching for the succulent leaves of the tallest trees. The students gasped in unison as a giraffe gracefully plucked leaves from a tree that seemed to touch the clouds. "Whoa," Leo exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder. "Their tongues are purple. That's so cool." "I couldn't agree more," Ms. Lily said with a smile, her gaze fixed on the graceful creatures. "Giraffes are indeed unique. Their long necks allow them to browse on leaves that are out of reach for other animals. And yes, their tongues are a striking purplish color. This helps protect them from sunburn. Don't you think that's clever? The students nodded, their minds boggled by the giraffe's intriguing adaptation. They watched as the giraffe swayed gently, their patterned coats blending seamlessly with the dappled sunlight filtering through the trees. Inside the reptile house, a different kind of wonder awaited. Dim lighting cast intriguing shadows as the students stepped inside. The air was still, amplifying the sound of their own hushed voices. "Look, a snake," Ava whispered, pointing to a reptile that glided effortlessly behind the glass. "It's so cool." "Indeed," Ms. Lily replied, her voice echoing in the quiet space.
Ow!
Snakes and lizards are fascinating creatures. They play a vital role in our ecosystem. Snakes smell with their tongues. And did you know that many lizards can grow back their tails if they lose them? Isn't that amazing? The students exchanged wide-eyed glances, their initial fear giving way to fascination. They observed the reptiles basking under heat lamps, their scales shimmering in the subdued light. "Cool," Ava breathed, her earlier apprehension replaced by intrigue. "But also kind of creepy." Ms. Lily chuckled softly. "Each to their own," she said, understanding that not everyone shared the same enthusiasm for reptiles. At the penguin exhibit, a burst of energy awaited. The sight of the penguins waddling and diving into a cold pool brought smiles to the students' faces. "They look like they're wearing tuxedos," Maya giggled, watching the penguins glide effortlessly through the water. "Indeed," Ms. Lily said, joining in on the laughter. "Penguins are quite the dapper fellows, aren't they?" The students cheered as the penguins slid on the ice, their tuxedo-like feathers glistening in the light. "Penguins are flightless birds," Ms. Lily explained, "but they're excellent swimmers. They spend a lot of time in the water looking for fish to eat." As the day wore on, the students continued to explore, their senses heightened by the sights, sounds, and experiences that surrounded them. From the majestic tigers to the playful otters, each animal they encountered left a lasting impression. Finally, it was time to return. As they gathered by the school bus, their voices echoed with the joy of discovery. "That was the best field trip ever," Leo exclaimed, his face flushed with excitement. "I can't wait to tell my family all about it," Ava added, her eyes shining with enthusiasm. Ms. Lily smiled, her heart warmed by the students' infectious enthusiasm. "It has been a wonderful day," she agreed, filled with the wonders of the natural world. "Remember, you are all young explorers now, and the world is full of amazing discoveries waiting for you." As the bus drove away, the students looked back at the zoo, their minds brimming with memories of a day well spent. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, mirroring the vibrant emotions that filled their hearts. Back in the classroom, surrounded by the familiar walls, the students shared their experiences, their voices filled with excitement. Each student had a favorite animal that had captured their imagination. The lion," Leo said, unable to contain his enthusiasm. "The snake," Ava whispered, still a hint of awe in her voice. "All of them," Maya said with a smile, her animal notebook open to a new page, ready to fill with more stories of the wild. Ms. Lily listened, her heart filled with joy as she saw the spark of wonder in her students' eyes. The day at the zoo had been more than just a field trip. It was a journey of discovery, a reminder of the beauty and diversity of the natural world, and a testament to the enduring power of childhood curiosity.